Hello, my name is Mildriana Roberts, and this presentation is about the abandoned buildings in Mississippi, specifically Jackson, Mississippi. I was born and raised in Jackson, Mississippi my whole life, and every, whenever I drive around, I see a whole lot of abandoned buildings. Statistically, there's over 4,000 just in Mississippi alone. Well, just in Jackson alone. And when I look at the city, I think there's people could be doing stuff with that. They don't. It doesn't have to just sit there and collect dust and be a hazard to the community. My main points on in this presentation are how the buildings affect Mississippi, how dangerous abandoned buildings can be, and what and how people should be handling it. Mississippi has over 1,000 buildings that has been neglected and left to collapse. The the wasted potential of the business that could happen if they just done something with those buildings could change how Mississippi currently is. If you go out, look at other states, while there are buildings, abandoned buildings, there are a lot of cities in those states that thrive on buildings that have been renovated or built to help its community, like a lot of jobs offerings and things like that. Like it doesn't like they don't the buildings just don't sit there and nothing can be done with them. People do stuff with those buildings. Like they have places where kids can go so they don't be out in the streets all day. They they have jobs and homes where people can stay. Here in Mississippi, there are a lot of homeless people here, but there are also a lot of housings that have been left alone and just sitting there and collapsing in on itself. The abandoned buildings are dangerous because the buildings end up being a safety hazard and attracting crime as well. The buildings itself, since they are abandoned, they attract crime and are dumping places for criminal activity or trash, and a way to penalize or get rid of like stuff like that is penalize the owners of the buildings. Have them pay taxes on if their buildings are like out of code and stuff like that. If the ceilings and caved in on them, have them pay taxes or have them pay penalties for that. Don't just let them get off scot-free, even if the buildings are left alone. They should People whoever used to own them should have some penalties to go with them, or the people in the community could do something about it, like a nonprofit, having them volunteer to help clean up the buildings if there aren't too much of a safety hazard for people around. Have them volunteer to clean it up or do something with it. Don't just leave it there to collect waste and become a safety hazard. If people start doing something about these buildings, people will have places and jobs to go to. They'll have homes. Kids will have place to go, things to do. it won't. It will help the economic situation of Mississippi. People will want to visit here if they have things to do and places to go instead of just coming here to retire. If you look at other cities, you know that they have places. They have places in their city that people will want to go. Maybe yes, we have the beach, and we have the um but that's all. I've been living here, and that's all I could think of that Mississippi really has that people want to come and see. I mean, besides the food, well, food itself, but yeah, for the most part, if people, if we just do something about the buildings, people would want to come down here in Mississippi to visit, and yeah, these are my closing statements. If we don't do anything about these buildings, Mississippi will become desolate and nobody will want to live here anymore. I mean, yes, there are people currently living here now, but how long will it take for people to start moving out of Mississippi and into into other states? How long will it take for people to not want to deal with the crime rates or stuff like that if we can't get the buildings together? There are many problems here: the potholes, the crime, the education. But I feel like if we do something, if we start doing something about one problem, we'll be able to do stuff about, we'll be able to help with the other problems. And I get that it can't all be done immediately, just like that. But if we at least start on it, I'm pretty sure this Mississippi can become a great, a better state. I'm sorry, a better state than what it is right now. Thank you.